I think these allegations don't hold no weight, and that it's just really a good example of tearing a young brother down. I didn't even say a black brother. I said a young brother down. That's right. And I'm going to tell you, it's something worse than tearing a black brother down. That's just tearing a dang on young brother down, man. Come on now. This young brother is doing great things. People calling it scamming. And I'm just telling you, it's hating, it's jealousy, it's evil, it's envious. We gonna protect this young brother regardless of what y'all saying. And but I'm willing to hear if anyone can show me right how this brother is scamming. So we're gonna open up the Zoom call and we'll allow people to come up. If you guys can drop a 1, if you would like to speak to this issue, drop a 1. I'm actually opening up the call now. Hold on a second. Drop a 1 right now if you would like to speak to this whole topic of, because Trapler Ross calling Julian Brown a scammer. And he's saying he's a scammer just because the technology he using it's been done before. And what I was saying was, listen, well, Elon Musk a scammer. Everybody a scammer. You really can't do nothing new under the sun. That's right. So if that's your only proof of him being a scammer, then you got to really, like, we need y'all to go deeper than that. So, and I was hoping that some people would come on and go deeper tonight, because I'm going to stand behind this brother. We got the last uncut raw scene. Now, hopefully the last uncut raw scene won't make me block them by typing in the chat but not coming up on the call. So the last uncut raw scene. Today's show ain't about you type it in the chat. You got to literally click the link, come up, and I'm going to give you the floor, and you let us see how this young brother's scamming. We want to hear from y'all. I'm giving you the floor, right? And I'm hoping that you can give me something to prove that the young brother is scamming. If you can't come up and do, because you can't type this in the chat room. These kind of allegations can't be typed in a chat room. Now, if you can type, he a scammer, 3 words in my chat, you should be able to back them 3 words up by coming up on a call and letting us know how all of us being scammed. Otherwise, you telling me this brother's scam, but you ain't willing to articulate how to the people you supposed to be concerned about. No, I ain't gonna block you. I'm just saying, but here I'm gonna give you the link to call in though. Anybody in the chat room saying he a scammer that don't call in, you're a damn scammer. You the scammer. That's right. Drop a 1 if that's right, y'all. Because I don't go nowhere calling no brother nothing and don't prove it. That's scammer shit. Sanchez a scammer. Go up there and prove to the people how. Nope. You're a damn scammer. That's right. So I'm telling y'all right now, this gonna be a very short show. Cause ain't nobody gonna come up here. It's hate. It's real weird hate. Cause this a young brother doing something positive, and all they can say, that's a scammer, he a scammer. But they can't explain how. They can't explain how, bro. That's the weird part. It's such hate. It's the epitome of just hating on a nigga, man. Cause when you don't have no explanation for your claim, damn. Oh no, he just a scammer. Fuck it, he just a scammer. Global status, what's good, man?
What it do, brother Sanchez? You done got me out the chat and got me up on here, man. It's hard. I ain't gonna lie. It's hard to produce some receipts, but
That's what we asking for, man.
yeah,
I'm gonna make it easy for you. Global status. You're in a court of law fighting for your life, and the judge up there want receipts, which is evidence. Are you gonna stand before the judge and say, "Judge, it's hard to produce"? So get in your court mode right now. Go ahead. Don't, yeah. Even if it is hard, don't tell us because we don't want to have no mercy. We don't want no pity party. No, it ain't hard. We no. Let's go.
right. All right. It's just that, man. I don't. Like where like this. All right. We can start off like this. This my thing. This my question. Like where is he at today, far as like his progress and like what is he
Okay,
doing?
let me answer that. Let me answer that. This what we're gonna do because it's respectful is my show, right? The show is if you think he's a scammer, prove how. Anything else is irrelevant right now. We can go to all of that later, but I don't want to lead with that because that ain't really got nothing to do with that. And that's extracurricular shit. Because my progress in life ain't where I want to be. I still got a lot of work to do. I'm not here to judge a motherfucker's progress. Who the hell I think I am? You feel me?
I feel it. I feel it. Well, I guess we gotta wait on the next one because like I said, I I I got my assumptions about the guy. I don't know him personally. I seen some of his stuff when I first seen him. I was actually proud, but it's taking him a bit quite a time to get around that corner, man. I remember when his mama was concerned about him at one point, so I kind of took it as face value, but it just that I think he a foreigner too. Is he a black American?
I think the question was, is he a scammer? You see, the thing is this. When a motherfucker calls somebody a scammer, they can't justify it by saying he ain't black. They can't justify it by saying anything other than producing the receipts on how he is a scammer. So everything you doing, I gotta ask you. If you're saying Sanchez, I don't think he's a scammer. I'm just curious to know about the brother. That'll be different. But when you say he a scammer, is he black? He a scammer. How old is he? I'm like, what that how is that gonna equate the proof of him being a scammer? This is you get what I'm saying, global status. I'm not even asking if he FBA or nothing. I'm just simply asking, is he a scammer?
He possibly could be. I don't have heart. I don't like I said. You told me no pity party, so that's why I ain't going that route. I ain't like I told you. I ain't got that. But I know my little points I can do. You know what I'm saying? Like I need to know more about the guy because this is what I know. The guy and because and this is the reason why. It's because of his product. This is the reason why I take such
Do
a
you
dramatic.
listen? Do you listen to music?
Indeed, I do.
Rap music?
Yeah, that's one of them I listen to.
Do you listen to any young rappers?
Yeah, from time to time I actually do.
Do you need to do their whole background on their life and shit for you listen to that toxic ass lyrics, or you just checking for the young geniuses and the young tech gurus, they background?
I can't lie, Sanchez. I do a little bit both. Sometimes I just jump off the cliff. Sometimes I do my background check. I ain't gonna lie. That's just me.
I'm gonna
I
say
can't.
this, bro. what this shows me when we call this young man, and I ain't gonna do nothing but speak highly of him. This hate ain't gonna make me not support this young man, because check this out. Niggas wasn't saying this until Trap Lil Ross came out. If he's a scammer among our people, why the white boy pointed it out first and we couldn't find out first? Shout out to you, Bobby Knight. Salutes, bro.
I mean, that is a point.
Salutes to Bobby.
Hey,
I
salute with it, Sanchez. Salute.
I feel
Thanks
like we
for joining, Bobby.
Man, you already know this. Hey, I was speaking on this I don't mean to cut you off, bro, but I was speaking about this brother the other day, man. So go ahead, bro. I ain't gonna cut in no more.
No, I will let you wrap it up, but and see, I believe we take this such a stance too, because we unfortunately we got people like Umar, man. Well, people find out. Let me show you what kind of people we are, though. Like, this ain't us in our entirety, but we find out that Umar on the BS, and we still have people donate to this man. We find out he actually a scammer.
This is so. I think it's so wrong to compare what Umar doing to this young brother, because look, Umar is literally asking for donations to help him build a school. This young brother asking for donations so that he can buy equipment to tinker around in his backyard to try to fucking find a more efficient way to turn plastic to gasoline. I'd rather us donate into that than this Umar shit. You can't compare them, bro. This young brother is really using the donate system for what it was made to do for, which is why they ain't canceled his shit and they canceled all the Umar shit. That's what called a scam. Because guess what? When somebody's scamming, if you know they scamming, GoFundMe know it. Cash App know it. Why you think they cancel Umar shit, but this young brother shit is going? And why you think can't nobody tell me how this little nigga scamming or give me no receipts?
But see, they still giving money to him. They ain't stop Umar. Umar getting money to this day.
But bringing up Umar is irrelevant to the bill, because you can't compare him to this dude.
Okay, put it like this. Because you're talking about, okay, we don't know these people personally. When we dealing with Mr. Brown and Mr. Umar, you talking about, the reason why is in my sight of range, because you got somebody assuming that they need the equipment to do for our people, and of course Mr. Brown need the equipment to do for the world. So in that sense, they are not comparable. But the simple fact, I am of the people what Umar allegedly supposed to be helping. I'm gonna think about my people before I think about the world. That's just me, So that's why he kind of fell in my sight of range. But I don't know about the guy, man. When I first heard about him, he was A1. He was good to me.
But you
And
don't find it crazy that we got a higher criteria for this young man than, like, I asked you if you listen to young rappers and you said, yeah. Now, how much harm can he be doing with tinkering around with science and technology versus these little goons that we listen to? And I'm saying we, because I'm with you. I'm saying cutting some slack, because it's backwards to me as a people to have a high-ass criteria for a nigga like Julian Brown, which I'm seeing happen. See, it's becoming a trend now to go after this dude. But see, that's some Trap Lil Ross shit. And people see that it's a good algorithm, it's a good topic, but I don't think it's worth throwing that little nigga under the bus, man, me personally.
They say he's scamming folks. They say he's scamming these niggas, bro.
They say she say shit.
That's true, though.
I don't think he scamming. I just think he might be misinformed on what he doing. Got my fault. Go ahead.
Nigga ain't just gonna say no random shit.
Didn't say that. I'd rather him say that. I'd rather a nigga say, look, Sanchez, I ain't gonna say the little nigga scamming people, but he needs some more people around him
Yeah.
that's versed on that topic and technology, because that's true. His young mind himself, because the people he competing against got teams. He don't know it all. So I'd rather that niggas have that approach and get behind him
Yeah,
than
I don't think it's a scam. My fault. I don't mean to cut you,
no. Go ahead,
Sanchez.
go ahead.
Yeah, but with I agree with you on the Trap Lord Ross thing. Like, it's anytime I see some, you know what I mean, for lack of better words, some white boys come out of left field with strong criticism towards something that black people is doing, it kind of raised my antennas, you know, because that criticism seemed to not be there until until they get some type of attention and notoriety, which is one thing. But I, from the point of what he's actually doing, I understand the criticism, which is why I wish he would be more open to kind of accepting the criticism and working with other people, because a lot of what he do is like when you speak on certain things and you're not really abreast to what you're saying, it can come off as if you scamming. Because if you say you invented or you created a way to turn plastic into diesel, or the gas, that's wrong, because that process that he doing, pyrolysis, that ain't nothing new. You dig what I'm saying? The reason why people don't make gas that way is because you use more fuel than you putting out. So I understand when I'm looking at other scientists that's critiquing him, they critiquing him from the standpoint of he ain't counting the wood that he using to burn all this plastic as a fuel source. So that's where he not getting when they say you using more fuel, like you using more wood to burn this to get the amount of, so it really don't make sense. And on top of all the harm that he putting himself, you know what I'm saying, he undergoing on himself by exposing himself to different chemicals and stuff without the proper filtration systems, or proper gear and stuff like that. That's why I wish his mind would be a little bit more open. Like, if I'm gonna do it, let me at least take some precautions for my own health and the health around other people. But I don't think he just blatantly scamming, because if it was a scam, I don't think he would put himself at so much risk.
Okay. Well, let me just address that, right? When he say he's creating a way to turn plastic to fuel, that ain't a lie. He didn't say he invented the technology of how to turn plastic to fuel. We know that
More efficient. My fault.
We know that he didn't invent the concept of turning plastic to fuel, right? That's the underlying foundation of any technology that any man create to turn plastic to fuel. Now, Julian Brown got his own unique mechanisms that turns plastic into fuel, but right now they're not doing it efficiently. And guess what? When we first created computers, a floppy disk was bigger than the desk I'm sitting at, and it can only hold like fucking a couple megabytes. So efficient comes later. What happens is, once he create his unique way to turn plastic into fuel, then it becomes a matter of investing over time in the research to perfect that technology to where we can get more energy than what we're putting out. It ain't gonna start like that. What starts is the idea that we know we can turn plastic to fuel. Now we gotta perfect this to where we can do it in the most efficient way to make it make sense. And I don't think anyone that realizes, hey, I can turn plastic to fuel, is gonna arrive at the end point of that technology and research, which is the most efficient way to make it producible and make sense. And I think doing that to the young brothers, doing something we wouldn't do to no engineer, it don't work like that. The most primitive form of any technology is the less efficient version. Just like a cell phone used to be big as hell and it couldn't even get a signal down the street for real. But it evolved over time. People, they invested in the concept. They get it. Like, okay, we can shoot communication signals. Let's keep billing on this. This shit'll get more efficient. Now look at where we at today. That's all I'm saying. But that's literally how the shit works. So let me say this. One more thing too. When we say he's harming himself, you know how much harm you breathing right now in the air? so that these rich people in power can have AI data centers. They can test new technology and all that. Elon built the new data center in Memphis and people started getting sick. We've been breathing crazy shit, eating crazy shit in the Western world. We eating so much shit that they banned in other countries. That if I start tinkering in my backyard with some technology and people start talking about my health, I know that's some bullshit. Because you know what I'm saying? Like now you worry about my health and shit. When chemtrails are so like those things, I just think we really been overcritical to a young man that's headed down the right direction. He ain't into no bullshit. And everybody and now listen, hold on about the land. I know this burn, I know it burn, but you gotta let me land, nigga. Check it out, what I'm saying. The young man asking for donations so he can keep tinkering and finding out ways to build different mechanisms to do this more efficiently, right? We don't have no proof he's scamming, but I would say this. Most of us will donate to gaming channels and just bullshit. This a young dude tinkering with STEM. I'm saying it's a bad look for us to do this if I ask you, hey, are you listen to a young rapper? Yeah. Are you putting him under this much scrutiny? Come on, bro. Dude just he led it down the right direction, man. Salutes to him. But yeah, go ahead.
All right, two things. What I actually meant to say, you know what I mean, is the more efficient part. About him protecting himself, right? He didn't actually been like seriously injured, you know, doing this stuff in his own backyard. That's what I meant about protecting his health, like he's using the proper equipment. You dig? If you was building some shit, Sanchez, and you was trying to be an inventor, it's not me trying to defer you from it. It's saying, hey, nigga, if you finna go out there just tinkering with hammers and shit and stuff, you know, to try to build something, put these type of gloves on. If you mess with it, like you use the proper gear at least to.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Hold on.
Hold up. Everybody else besides me and Bobby. Yo. Let me and Bobby cook. Let me ask you a question.
Okay, go ahead.
If I don't protect myself, am I scamming the people though by me not protecting myself?
That was my first thing I said, that I don't believe that he's scamming. I just think he not as accepting of the critiques that people giving him, and is you know what I mean? When you somebody that's setting off to do something, I just seen plenty of people do this. You know, myself with making music. If you trying to give somebody advice from a standpoint of your expertise and they feel like it's coming off some type of, it's like, well, fuck it, do it your way. Like if you want to go the long way, that's why when you say I don't think he didn't necessarily create this process. And he's not doing nothing new. The point that I see that he's building it from what I didn't study from it, is kind of like rudimentary. And that's what a lot of people that's critiquing him, that's actually agreeing with the shit that he's doing, but they trying to give him pointers on like, hey, bro, this is something that's already out there. You might want to get your hands on this. You might want to get your hands on that. And it's almost like looking at a young dude, as we all been young, that's kind of bullheaded. You dig what I'm saying? You use a cell phone as a point. If you set off today to try to create a cell phone, Sanchez, and then you came back with some shit that was like the 80s cell phones, I'll say, hey, bro, here, maybe you want to go here with the updated ones and then work from that point on up, because working from here, you only going to get to here. You see what I'm saying?
I got you.
Maybe
now,
you should work
what
with
about this?
With what? Go ahead.
I got you. We say it's bullheaded, right? Think about this. In football, I see receivers today do one-hand catches. Now, when I was coming up watching football and playing it, you didn't see a lot of one-hand catches. And if you did, he did it because he absolutely had no other choice, because coach was going to chew your ass trying to look good, reaching up with one hand. Now, it's a new thing now. These guys are good. They reaching up one hand, catching it. So coach is allowing them to do it more. But the first receivers that was doing that, they was getting their ass chewed, and people was saying, you're being bullheaded. You see what I'm saying? But my thing is, I look at it this way. This young man doing his own thing that nobody was thinking about because he from the hood and I ain't heard of no other nigga that's into turning plastic to gas. The moment this young man said, I'ma turn plastic to gas, every black person becomes a fucking expert at it, trying to tell him what to do when they could have been did it. So I feel him. Like, bro, I got my own thing going. It ain't that I'm being disrespectful or that I'm disrespecting y'all. I'm just doing my thing. If a person tell me to use gloves, look, let me show you a video right now. Most of the videos I see of him, right? Let me pull this up. He got gloves on. Look at his hands.
Nah, that ain't. Gloves was an example that I used for.
I'm just making one example too. I'm just saying because I gotta bring up the points you bring up. If you bring up something else, I
wasn't using gloves in reference to what he was doing. I used that as an example.
No. You used it in reference that people are saying he's bullheaded because they saying, listen, young man, won't you wear some gloves? And he don't put them on, right?
No, it wasn't about gloves.
Why you brought up him wearing gloves?
It was safety, right? Hold on. Right.
You did bring that up, nigga.
Hold on, brother. Y'all listen to what I'm saying. I used the example of if Sanchez wanted to just experiment with construction, and I said, hey, brother, use gloves if you finna be swinging hammers or doing something.
But I'm saying he using gloves. I get it. That's what
I wasn't saying gloves for him. I was saying whatever the proper equipment that you need to be like breathing in a certain type of thing, because it's people that came and said,
you saying it's bleed in because you said for me to breathe into it, not for nobody else.
Hold on, bro. Listen. I'm not saying he's scamming. I'm saying if somebody that's done this pyrolysis and I've seen him on his lives just saying, hey, bro, I see what you're doing, blah blah blah. Hey, and look. You might want to get this mask because it give off these type of chemicals, and you might, when he say he's straight, then they just like, all right, cool, fuck it. Like, do what you do at that point. I'm agreeing with you there, but if they saying this, hey, you might want to do this and this, and they giving you proper tips.
But my thing is this right here. You might wanna. That mean I can or I can't. I don't think people should start calling me names if I don't take their advice. If I'm already got a working technique going, maybe there's reasons why he doing what he doing that works for him. Everything ain't damn. People have their own ways of doing stuff, and I think we ought to allow for that, because as long as he's safe, and you gonna have mistakes. That's the bravery in a laboratory. You're gonna have mistakes. That's the thing about when you say you want to go into science, you can get hurt, man. That's what you sign up for, just like the military. So be prepared for that. Another thing, people don't care about your safety, because that's why I asked the other brother, like, do you listen to young rappers? Them niggas whose safety y'all need to be concerned with, because they're on demon time, on shoot 'em up, kill. This nigga, look what this man doing now. All of a sudden, we want to tell him, you got the right gloves, you got this, you're bullheaded. No, the young rappers we listening to is bullheaded. They're toxic, they're killers. They fucking egotistical, and you can't tell them that. So that's why I set him up for that. I said, bro, you listen to young rappers, right? Yeah, I do. Okay, how are you? Do you got them niggas on trial like you got this little nigga who in his backyard tinkering with shit? Now we care about a little nigga's safety when he say he want to do science, but not when he say he want to be a gangbanger or a pill popper? Y'all interesting, but I'm listening. Go ahead.
How old is that nigga though?
I mean, listen, it's all relative. You know what I mean? Like, if you talking about, it's people that speak to young niggas that's rapping, just like it's people that are experts in this thing that came out and spoke with him. Whether if he take the advice or not, that's his prerogative. Back to your earlier point. But it don't diminish what they saying if they experts on that. It's just like when that nigga Umar was trying to build the school and people came out and said, hey, bro, I see you trying to build a school. I got, I got expertise on. Hold on, real quick. I got expertise on that.
But let me fill you in on what I'm just trying to tell you. Is you can chill with that, because Ain't no experts telling this nigga about gloves and equipment and shit. It's niggas online in the comment section on YouTube. And that's why I'm even doing my video. I'm not opening up the floor for experts to come on and say, hey, Sanchez, I work with the National Health Assembly and I tried to tell Julian he needs some gloves in his backyard. No, bro, I'm addressing regular hating ass niggas online that's acting like they caring about his safety, but I can prove they don't because they ain't going after them young rappers that's really shooting shit up. And I'm doing a good job of doing that if people got ears to hear and eyes to see. But I'm going to let y'all keep talking. Go ahead, y'all.
Hey, Sanchez, how old is that nigga, bro? How old is
He 22. He just turned 22.
Yeah, I ain't giving that nigga no donation. That nigga might go smoke that money.
You don't got to. But that's my thing, though. You don't got to, man. My thing be this right here. My thing be this right here. I don't mind about you saying I ain't gonna donate to a nigga. What I mind is when we start name calling niggas because they getting donations from people who interested in their work or what they doing. No different if a nigga was doing pranks online and a nigga say, I like how he prank people, I'm gonna give him a donation. We wouldn't say, hey man, you're a prankster, your safety, you doing something dangerous. Somebody might shoot you for playing them pranks. We don't do that. But a nigga in his backyard tinkering with technology and shit, now everybody work for the EPA.
Hey, but to keep it real with you, Sanchez, all I've been seeing is niggas propping him up. I ain't seen nobody giving him pushback.
Really... You should.
Hold on, real quick. Let me finish. When you speak about, so it's like when you get a rapper example and all of that about, you know, what niggas is doing, like the only motherfuckers that I see harshly critiquing him is white boys and motherfuckers who are these scientists. That's why I'm only listening. That's why I'm only listening. That's why I'm saying it ain't so to the point that you was making earlier about what niggas do, this ain't nothing that niggas do. Niggas is not critiquing him.
I'm addressing the niggas that's critiquing him. Bro. Niggas critiquing them. This your first show. I don't know no niggas. Hold on, bro. You don't. That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm trying to save you from doing this to yourself. This ain't my first show on this nigga. I did a show earlier on him on my big channel, bro. I did like a 8-9 hour show a few days ago on this dude. And I had all kind of people coming up with smoke and in the comment section and everything. And they was following Trap Lord Ross. I don't know if you missed that. That's why I wouldn't even be doing this show if it was just to experts, Bobby. Because I know ain't no expert finna get on Brother Sanchez channel, bro. Come on, man. And so my thing with this, these big channels that's going after him, ain't none of them finna click the link and get on. Them are big mainstream science channels, white boys, and I watch them, and guess what they saying? The black folks just repeating what they saying. He ain't doing nothing new. This is not nothing new. But everybody is accusing him of acting like he's making, like he created this technology, but he never did that. What he did, he created his own technology based upon this patent, this concept. It is a scientific concept, which is that plastic can be turned to gasoline, period. How you do that shit is all on you, bro. It's now a race to figure out who's gonna engineer the best mechanism to turn the plastic to the gasoline the most efficient way. And he's just a young brother saying, I won't end on this race. I'm an independent engineer and I'm gonna try to compete with the big boys in my backyard. Maybe I can tinker up some shit that can eventually turn plastic to gasoline in the best efficient way. Ain't no company started off with the technology turning plastic into gasoline efficiently. Again, all technology start off in its most least efficient form. I've mentioned a floppy disk. It was big as hell and it didn't save hardly nothing on it at first. Didn't nobody say he's scamming because this floppy disk technology ain't new and this shit is less efficient. No, people still used it and invested in it until it got better and better. That's how technology works. No one just stopped because the first model is least efficient. No, once we know the shit can be done, we keep developing models for generations till we get it right. And the first person get it right, they get credit. They get reward. It's like a race. The first person make the best efficient one, they go down in history.
Hey, check this out, bro, Sanchez, and you too, Bobby. Like, this more on the scammer side, because see, this is my thing. Like, when it come to me calling him a scammer, just straight blankly calling him that, just y'all got to know I'm trolling, bro. Like, I got 5 kids, bro. I ain't even got time to be hating on nobody. You see what I'm saying?
You got time to troll, nigga. Stop trolling, nigga.
Man, I am grown, bro.
You
Bro,
too grown to be trolling, nigga.
Listen, bro. Cause I can live life too, though. I can. I know how to have fun too, though. I got 5
Big
kids.
ass kid.
That's why I mentioned it. No, I have 5 kids, bro. That's why I mentioned that, bro. That means I gotta have a sense of humor, bro.
Listen to me, bro. Let me tell you something, bro. It's a time and a place for everything. As black people, as adults, trolling young 22-year-old inventors ain't good. Go troll them rappers, man. Go troll. Listen, that and you. But hold up. To troll a young serious man when you are old, it makes you look old and playful. Cause to be 22-year-old and concerned with the shit he concerned with, to have a grown ass man show up trolling and playing with you is goofy as hell. I ain't gonna lie. If you got a young 22-year-old boy into serious shit, trying to turn plastic to gasoline, and you show up, hey man, you a scammer. I'm just playing, ha 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 ha. Bro, that ain't funny. It's goofy and it's way out of place. I get what you saying. We just telling you don't do that. That's stupid. That's goofy. We gotta.
You got
no,
kids,
no, no,
nigga.
no.
Come
Just
on, bro.
take my advice, bro. Don't get this in what I'm not gonna do with you, bro. You not finna get on a mic and act like I don't understand what the fuck you just said. I get it. You're trolling him. You're just being funny. Don't take it serious. I get that. You don't gotta keep repeating that. I'm telling you how I feel about it, which is don't do that. That's goofy. You don't got to take my advice, but we ain't got to keep going back and forth about it either, bro. I get you, you get me, but you ain't got to take my advice. Cool.
I was still having a point before he interrupted, trying to make that small ass point. My point was more on the scammer side, and see, this is my take on any black man who dealing with science, because I'm the one who said in our earlier conversations that we don't never lift up the scientists. And I'm actually one of them guys. That's what I'm saying. So on the scammer side, the eyes I always look through when we dealing with people like this who's coming out of the neighborhood is just like when you see on the news or just in your timeline, when you have these smart black children who get up to college, they ain't nothing but 15 years old, and they doing remarkable things, honorary things. This is my take on that though, because when we have people like this that is groomed and come up out of our neighborhoods, they don't return. They don't, and that's my thing about Julian Brown. So him doing this, turning this plastic into fuel, is that going to help our community far as lowering the gas prices? Who is going to be working for? Because when you got somebody like that, 9 times out of 10,
that's so. But this is fucking crazy what I'm hearing, bro.
Crazy. Let me show you why they crazy. Because if I plant an apple seed, what the hell I expect to get from that apple seed? A fucking apple for me to eat, bro.
A tree, bro. Goddamn. You don't get an apple from an apple seed. You get an apple tree, bro.
Bro, you can't be sorry. See, now they're calling me goofy. Listen, bro.
Nah, bro, that was funny.
Listen, man, listen. When you put an orange seed in the ground or a tomato seed in the ground and it grows into the plant, you are expecting to harvest from that. That's the natural. That's the natural way of life.
But
that's
listen,
hey, bro, you said you one of them guys, bro. You be studying scientists.
But let me holler at him, Naga. Let me tell him something. Look, when you're learning agriculture, the first apple tree you plant may give your ass 3 apples. The next one may give you 5. You may say, hold on, I'm realizing that the more I plant over here and do this, I get more apples. You're going to figure it out. That's the same thing with plastic to gasoline research. The first machine, listen, bro, I'm talking. That's disrespectful, bro. Now, listen, global status. We ain't going to do that, man. I'll let you talk, bro. Now, check this out, bro. The first machine you build may not be that efficient, like the first apple tree you plant. The second one may yield more. The third one, when you get this shit down to a science, every apple tree gonna be, you can predict how much it's gonna yield. But that's part of you advancing the technology and research. He's 22. He's 22. God damn, y'all tripping.
Listen, bro, I ain't tripping off him trial and error. I'm talking about his end goal and how that's gonna help us because
you don't know his end goal, so we can't talk about it.
So check this out. Check this out. Imagine if we donated to Brother Sanchez channel, right? Like some of us do. All of us don't. I know I have before, but this is my thing.
What that mean?
Oh, listen what I'm saying. Because that's why I'm trying to see how people seeing what a scammer is. Like if I'm donating to Brother Sanchez channel, but once he taking all that money, Brother Sanchez he
Smoking that shit up.
You don't know what
he completely stopped uploading. He don't do no
that
more
ain't
videos.
scamming, bro. That ain't
So that ain't scamming. I helped you build a podcast that you ain't gonna podcast on. That ain't scamming.
Let me tell you something, bro. YouTubers retire every day. I've seen so many content creators just pop up and say, hey guys, I got bad news. This is gonna be my last upload. I'm no longer doing YouTube. They're a scammer.
That's the question I'm asking.
Bro, that don't make sense.
If they name Umar Johnson, they're a scammer.
Umar Johnson not necessarily scamming.
He just joking. Now you just joking. No, I'm gonna ask Global though. Is they a scammer if they?
I'm asking the same question. We asking the same question. That's what I'm asking. Because that's why I said I want to go more on the scammer side and how y'all see scamming.
That ain't scamming, bro. That ain't scamming, man.
So a person.
I'm saying this though, bro.
Go ahead, bro.
I don't think little bro no scammer.
We don't know that yet. We don't know yet.
Hold on, wait. I'm saying just my opinion. I don't think nobody would put themselves at that type of risk just for a scam. Do you see what I'm saying? He didn't really burn himself up. So that you see what I'm saying? Like nobody's going to that. Like the point of the scam is not the month, is to be alive so you can enjoy the money. He putting himself at danger. So that's what that.
But some scammers are risky, especially you talk about the
exactly.
Bro, listen.
Bro.
Some niggas don't give a fuck. Some niggas need that bag.
Saying that some scammers are risk takers don't prove he's one. My show is simple. If you think he's a scammer, prove it. You see how simple that is?
Yeah, him being a risk taker don't got his risk. The risk that he's taking don't seem like it's to get the bag. It's to progress whatever he doing in that backyard. That's what I'm saying.
It's true.
He didn't really blew himself up. So I feel you that he's a risk taker, but it don't look like he risking it for money. He risking it to turn some plastic into some.
But hey, it's the reason why we saying he a scammer in the first place. Obviously, somebody said it, and that shit got some validity.
But see, here's my thing. The concept of Julian Brown being a scammer only came on the internet through Trap Lord Ross. What I was saying with black people is, listen, if we thought he was a scammer, why did it take Trap Lord Ross to let us know that and for it become an internet thing? Wouldn't we know first if we're donating to him and getting scammed?
Yeah, if you black and you influenced by what these white boys saying,
could talk facts. Trap Lord Ross be talking facts.
Listen, bro, let me tell you something, bro. Everybody a broken clock, right? At some point of the day, saying that a nigga talks facts versus he just spoke facts about me, you, or Bobby, or anyone else is different, because I speak facts. But if I say global status don't wash his ass, Can't nobody come up and say, but Sanchez be kicking facts. Did I just kick facts about you not washing your ass, though? That's what we in question.
I ain't never seen Trap Lord Russ lie on the internet.
Bro, this nigga is moonshining the gasoline and selling it to niggas in the hood for pennies on the dollar, basically. I see what he doing.
That sound like a scam. I ain't gonna care.
That ain't no, listen. How can
he ain't selling nothing, first of all. He ain't selling shit, so that ain't good.
Well, I ain't saying allegedly.
Okay,
I'm saying allegedly.
You don't gotta donate to. Let me tell y'all how the internet.
He done filled some vehicles up and ran them off that plastiline. So that shit worked.
I'm gonna tell y'all about black people, right? Black people don't know what scamming is. We think getting donations online for anything is scamming, man. And because of that, a lot of people ain't really manifesting they getting the best out of this online shit. They can be on here making content. But see, the thing is this right here, man. A person watch a video and a person may go to your channel, watch a video. If it make them feel a certain way, they may say, man, I liked that. I'm going to send in a little $10 just to say I appreciate that video. That person may not even sub to you. That person may not even like the video. That person, right, may not even see none of your work again, but they was touched by that video, kept moving. People are transient online. And what happened is people are moved in the moment. It's like, it's more like, you know, if a person decide, okay, I've been subbed long enough, I want to become a member because I support this content, I watch it so much, I want to keep it going, right? That's the concept. So even if a person say, look, I promise y'all we gonna go to Mars, I'm gonna develop the technology to get us to space. And we know space is fake and that shit ain't real, right? But people keep buying into the program and saying one day we gonna occupy Saturn or some shit, right? Think about this. The shit may not take place in your lifetime, but can you call it a scam? Now, the thing about it is this. If you literally believe this is achievable, then you're gonna pay your money into it. If a person say, look, I'm a priest, donate to me, I'm in contact with some goddamn aliens. If a person believe in that person and they message, they may even donate to that bullshit. And people won't even call it a scam. You got Scientology, you got religion, people donating everything to these folks and they literally getting scammed. Julian Brown is a 22-year-old motherfucker in his backyard that's fascinated with tinkering. And he literally believes he can compete with the big boys with this technology. And it ain't even about turning plastic to gas. It's about cleaning up the earth, which is why I support him, because even if his technology don't succeed at efficiently turning plastic to gasoline in a way that is worth buying, it'll make it marketable if you say it ain't about capitalism, is about cleaning up the earth. That's the part y'all missing. Because check it out. A person may pay $5 more just to get an organic product and know that it's cleaning up the earth. Now, from a capitalistic perspective, that don't make no sense. We call it ain't efficient, because it don't make sense for me to buy some plastiline when gas is cheaper. But what if I buy the plastiline and it helps clean up the earth? Now, people are more willing to market that and buy that. So he don't got to really compete with gas. You got to really research what's going on, because it's more of a solution to a problem than it is me selling you a fuel. Because you know what I'm saying? Because we got to do something with all this plastic on the earth. And it may not be capitalistic reasonable for us to turn the plastic to gas, but it may be environmentally sane and reasonable to do so, which would make that product even more important on the market.
Well, why he ain't giving that shit out? He should be filling motherfuckers' tanks up.
Well, check it out, bro. Check it out, bro. If it caught, that's a damn question, because if it take me material, equipment, and all that to create the machines to produce the plastiline, then why the fuck would I do it for free at 22 when you barely can afford a goddamn car at his age? So my thing is, we're doing what adults should do. We're getting behind our young, bright minds and putting money behind them. Y'all all said y'all listen to young rappers, and you ain't worried about that money you giving them young goons. But look at what we talking about and how and all this energy we putting into, and ain't none of y'all donated to this nigga, I bet. But look at all the scrutiny you get as a black man when you go into technology versus you go into gangbanging. I'd rather be a gangbanger if I'm a black man, because black people ain't gonna mess with me if I'm doing some toxic shit. The moment I wanna compete with technology and be a genius, that's when black people gonna give me a lot of problems, even if I'm only 22. They will take up for gangbangers that's 50 doing bullshit and go this hard on a young man that's 22 doing something positive. And we wonder why it ain't a lot of Julian Browns.
We ain't going hard on him. We just speculating. We just see what's up to him. He popped out of nowhere.
I don't be soft on these rappers, man. I go hard on these rappers. That's why I gotta keep up.
I don't be going to no concerts, cuz.
I gotta listen to them because I gotta know what my children gonna eventually end up listening to.
I put the link out there for new people. Salutes to the panel and to the chat. We lit, man, for sure. Salute to everybody. Hey, Charles, if you say he's a scammer, I dare you to click the link and come prove it. Ain't nobody proved it yet.
But Trap Lord Ross ain't gonna put his credibility on the line like that, cuz he ain't finna do that, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
He ain't got to.
Let
me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you how the internet works. A person don't give a damn if 1090 Jake make a mistake. You know how many people 1090 Jake called a snitch and they really weren't snitches? People don't care. We just want content, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. Once you say that you like a person channel and they content, they got leeway to make mistakes. We're not gonna unsub because you was wrong in this video or wrong that. So the idea that your credibility is on the line, not when you get as big as these people. Once you get to Mr. Beast level, once you get to the level of Vlad, Trap Lil Ross, some of these niggas, you too big now. I mean, your people gonna still watch your shit. It's people that don't even like Vlad, but they gonna watch every video, and that's gonna make him more powerful and rich. So in the day we in, you don't gotta like me for me to turn your energy toward me to $1, bro. So it ain't about haters and lovers and all that. It's about, did you watch my video? Cool, you helped me get money.
Well, I gotta go watch that shit, cuz why he even say that? Like, what he say on the video to make him think that? Like, I don't get it. Like, why he say he's scamming? Like, I'm trying to.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I don't know nothing about Trap Lil Ross. I don't. The first time I heard it was the first time Brother Sanchez spoke on it. That's the
well. Let me ask you: when did you come to the conclusion that Julian Brown was a scammer if it went through Lil Ross?
Actually, when I was listening to you, if you go back to that live, I don't know if you cut me off, but I was saying when I was listening to you, I'm like, hey. Maybe because I'm trying to because at that point when I made my conclusion, I still didn't know everything he said.
Well, you shouldn't have made no conclusion. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah. But listen, did what I'm saying. Like did what I was just saying earlier of this of tonight. How we the most people that get infiltrated, and we got the most. That everybody always throwing us the curveball. So it's just a mindset thing, bro. It ain't like goddamn, I don't know how to stand on shit. It's just that, hey, bro, I can't. Just like the same way when we talk about flat Earth and globe Earth, like how niggas don't think outside the globe. All because that's how they was brought up. They ain't heard shit else. You know what I'm saying? So I just know we just had Umar got his ass exposed, and it's still people even after exposure still
I'm
donate
gonna
to
tell
this
you
thing.
something, bro. I'm gonna tell you some real shit. At the end of the day, people donating to Umar versus people buying into hip hop, the young rappers y'all say y'all listen to all that. I don't think it's a good comparison, right? Because I would say this right here. We got more goons than inventors. And because of we ain't got a lot of inventors, the goons are posing like inventors, sucking the community dry. Umar to me is another street nigga acting like he's intelligent, but he's no different than a nigga on the street. So when I say we give people on the street nigga more leeway than the young inventor, I mean that. Because look, if you concerned with your people being infiltrated, why you ain't saying Eddie Long scamming, Farrakhan scamming, Creflo Dollar scamming? We talking about a 22-year-old inventor. We got more of a magnifying glass on young inventors and shit like that than we had on Brother Polite when he was scamming. You see what I'm saying? Than we had on Malachi York. So I'm saying all of a sudden we get our Sherlock Holmes on a young man that don't even require for all that energy, and we be subbed up to the real scammer, supporting them every day. That's why I ask you, do you listen to rap music? And do you listen to young rappers? Because rap itself is a scam ran on our people and a prison to pipeline motherfucking complex. We be looking for an infiltrator, and we be participating in our own destruction, and then we be having a magnifying glass on the young geniuses and shit, while we be having a party for the nigga that just got out of prison, and we don't see that as infiltration and all that. I think we backwards.
Ain't nobody really
Sanchez.
came out with no innovative shit. Like that nigga
Hey,
made some
Sanchez.
gas, whoop-de-doo. Like
Yeah.
that shit ain't nothing, cuz. Like
Ain't it
I ain't gonna lie,
suspect
like
You what I'm
that
that's
these
just
saying?
some
cat?
gas, cuz. Like nigga need to come up with some real shit, bro. Nigga need to come up
Ain't
with
it
some new type
Sanchez?
of cars or
Sanchez.
something,
Ain't
cuz.
it?
This brother telling a young 22-year talk to a young, like, come on, bro. That's
Hey,
hey, we toxic as a people. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Sanchez. Ain't
We
it
cook, we
suspect?
cook, we cook. Oh yeah, you got
Ain't
it,
it
bro.
suspect? Ain't it suspect that all these years, some of these cats don't
The
even know what
truth
Jerry
hurts,
man.
that.
Hello, check 1 2 1 2.
We get
Hey,
it.
but
Go
some of
ahead.
these cats don't. Some of these cats supporting voting don't understand what gerrymandering is. Some of these cats supporting their school system don't realize how dumb they making their kids. Some of these cats supporting all kind of shit they ain't question. And then you get a brother trying to make a positive move, and you got the nerve to talk about this Trap Leroy dude. Yeah, he be knowing what he talking about dumb shit that ain't doing nothing for nobody. Dog, I'm broken up by this shit, bro. How these cats are coming intellectual. They got these intellectual questioning and standing points, but you ain't put this shit to none of the shit that's destroying our community every day. It just sounds like some hate shit to me, bro.
It is.
Straight up.
And bro, it's the worst kind of hate because it's hate for the young guys that's on the right path, and ain't no hate for the youngins on the wrong path. And that's that. I know this energy in the hood. This why you don't, bro.
Yeah.
It's way more of them young gangsters that's just like Julian Brown. They some real smart niggas, but they know if they pursue that route, they gonna be criticized more than if they just be a dope boy gangbanger.
Yep.
how it
We
is.
support the
So,
we support the most outlandish, stupid shit, dumb shit that ain't benefiting nobody. And we're too beautiful as a people, too creative as a people, too inspirational as a people to have such dumbass thinking process that don't amount to look. Even if this cat is a scammer right now until he's proven, let's be behind him with our energy at least. Instead, you got energy taking some bullshit ass conversation for some dude who talk about gang violence, which is a zero. That's a zero. That's loser talk.
hey, Bobby, check
That's
this out,
crazy.
right? Check this out, Bobby.
He looking for help now. He know Bobby gonna come to the rescue. Salutes to my nigga
No,
Bobby.
hey, check this, hey, Brian, who I say, you already know
What you
better than
mean?
that.
Yeah,
Hey, look, check this
he
out. Check
better
this out.
call on
I don't
Bobby
agree.
because
I don't
Bobby.
agree he a scammer. So
Well, yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
bro, listen, bro, we talking about my real life, bro. I just told if y'all agree with me that y'all know what time I was on then it shouldn't even be this right now. I'm trying to give y'all an example of what go on in my real life. So why y'all still going forward with that notion? Listen, bro, and quit getting your nipples on hard about me. I'm a grown man, bro. Dang.
I
Like,
I don't
listen,
know
bro.
what that. I don't even know what that means right there,
You
brother,
not like
man.
that, bro.
Hey, go ahead, man. Go let it go on, let your play, bro.
I remember got dang in the hood, right? When I was this when I first learned how to grow marijuana, right? And so my cousin who I used to hang out with all the time, um, like he'll get little, he'll get a little somewhere, got some seeds. So I'm like, man, when you get your seeds, man, when you get your bag, give me all the seeds. And so he was like, you gonna
This
grow it?
nigga
Like,
age
you gonna grow it? So when he get around his homeboys, right? Because my cousin younger than me. I'm older than him. So when he get around his little friends or whatnot, and so I asked one of his homeboy, hey man, you ain't got no, he pulled out a big bag. I'm like, you ain't got no seeds. Man, this man, my own cousin tried to ridicule me in front of his friends, said, man, he wanna grow the shit. And I'm just like, bro, but you want to spend your money on it while I'm trying to grow
Yeah,
it and make
that's
it
true
from it,
though.
dog.
That's true
You
though.
know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
This what I be dealing with though. Real talk. Real talk, man. I'm like,
But that's
bro.
what I feel about Julian Brown. People rather spend their money on gas and keep polluting the earth with plastic versus listen what this young man mission is. Cause listen, real talk, it ain't about see all of these white folks that's hating on this young black brother. The only thing they can say is his methods ain't efficient and it's ain't safe. Now they can miss me with the unsafe part because I know they don't care about his health, right? But with the whole part about efficiency, what I like about Julian Brown, his technology ain't even marketed as a fuel. It's marketed as a solution to waste, which is fucking genius because I'm selling you a fuel, but I ain't selling you a fuel. I'm selling you a cleanup and waste solution product. Do y'all get what I'm saying?
And
Yeah, that's amazing.
that's a
That's
recycling
totally
like,
get it. And
you
that's the
know.
beautiful thing about it, not marketing it as a fuel, because then he got all
Mm-hmm.
kind of regulations he got to stand through, and they're gonna fight him on every level with that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like calling yourself a doctor when you're healing people holistically, it's a whole different game when you call yourself a doctor. Now we trying to take you to jail like Sebi, but if I'm just healing you with food, you got a whole different problem to fight. And not only that, the goddamn plastic is one of the biggest problems we got everywhere. It's destroying third world nations that we shipping the shit to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Everything is
But don't
plastic.
that
Mm-hmm.
nigga
You
ain't
got
that nigga
plastic on your Newport box. You know what I
that
mean? You
nigga
got
burning
plastic
plastic
with,
though, cuz ain't
but
that
look,
nigga burning
my,
plastic to
I
make
just
the
got
make the
hey,
gas
bro,
stuff?
somebody who worried about such minuscule shit as gang violence, it's amazing that you worried about him polluting the fucking air.
Let
You
me
ain't worried about
explain
the
some.
chemical plant polluting the fucking air.
Nah, he
You ain't worried
said
You
about
he
the
know
ain't
what?
correct.
polluting
Let
shit.
me tell you something. Let me tell you something, bro. Yes,
Stupid ass
he's
shit.
burning plastic, and he's burning it in a mechanism that's gonna only get better at reducing the amount of number one waste and energy it take to produce the end product, which is plastiline. Now, again, if we can create some technology that yes, it does put a little bit of waste in the air, but it get rid of more plastic on the ground, is it worth us doing that? Because look, to say no, then guess what you gotta do? You gotta go tell Nike to quit making shoes, tire companies to quit making tires. Cause if you telling me that a young man telling us let's burn plastic to clean up the earth versus let's burn plastic to make you a Gucci bag, and you wanna go more harder on him than a nigga making you a goddamn Nike shoe burning the plastic, our priorities fucked up, bro. It's still backwards.
He need to get his shit together. He need to stop burning plastic, cuz that ain't good for the ecosystem,
But
cuz
that's
for
what I'm
real.
saying, bro.
Gang
This
banging
what
ain't
this
good for
what
the
this what you
ecosystem
don't
either.
realize. To make plastic, you gotta burn
Stupid
plastic.
ass
That's the
talk.
crazy shit. To make plastic, you literally gotta burn plastic. And the crazy thing about the shit is plastic is me burning a bunch of different forms of plastic is a concoction of different shit, like, you know, that come together to make what we call plastic. Don't get me to naming it, but once they melt all this shit together, it turns into what we call plastic. Now we can burn all that plastic into one big liquid soup and turn it into a big plastic whatever. We can shape and mold it and burn it down and make new plastic. Plastic is, every plastic you use is probably 9 times out of 10 old plastic that's reburnt and reshaped to a new container. So if I say, let's burn this plastic for good, and it's gonna create the same amount of pollution it would have took for me to turn the plastic into another bottle that's gonna be polluting again and go through the whole waste system again. In other words, we're saying, let's delete plastic altogether from the environment because it's building up. It's building up on landfills and everywhere. Not let's remold plastic into more plastic, because we can't get rid of it if we keep doing that. It ends up in we gotta have a process where we can take some plastic and just make it disappear. And that's what the whole system of making plastiline does. It gets, now the question would be, how much plastic am I burning versus how much output of waste am I putting in the air? Because if I'm putting out less pollution than a Nike factory, but I'm cleaning up all these landfills from plastic, hell yeah, it's a no-brainer. Let's do it. We should shut the Nike factory down, not the fucking plastiline plant. Like, that's a no-brainer, right?
So you saying these factories is burning plastic to make plastic? I'm
telling you that a lot of the plastic we use is just, we're reusing it. You know what I'm saying? And that's a process of burning it down. They take all of the plastic that we throw away and they melt the shit into a big glob after they clean it and shit, and they turn it into new plastic, bro.
Hey, bro, you got people in regular cities, point so, Lord, I ain't mean to cut nobody off, but you got people in regular cities now just burn they trash on the side in their backyard.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So
bonfires. Yep.
All day long.
So they can get heat, bro.
They go down every
The
single
moms be
day.
doing that so they can get
So
warm.
No, they don't. They do that to get rid of waste, bro.
What my guy Julian doing is perfectly fine for the environment, man. It's fine, man. You know what I mean?
It is, bro. It's way more helpful than harmful to explore the research and to go down this road.
Come on, you got people burning bodies. You got people burning everything. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gotta chill on my guy, man.
Don't forget the Burning Man festival every year in Vegas. They burn all kind of shit.
Thank you, bro. You know what I mean? These guys is burning. Come on, man.
They burn their fields every year, bro. They burn fields everywhere. I work in the industry, but I go to chemical plants. Most of this plastics is a byproduct from fucking from petroleum, bro. It's oil. It's all fucking oil anyway. That's how they make this shit and press this shit. I go in plants and see them make this shit all day long.
They burning shit for oil. He doing it for oil too. You feel what I'm saying? He doing it for plastiline or whatever he call it. You know what I mean? Get that man his props, bro. That man doing what he gotta do.
He just completing the circle. It's the Ouroboros. He bringing it back down to the chemical that they got it from.
The last thing he need is his community downplaying I can't even say that.
You know what? You know what? Let me say something to that right there. If any of these internet trolls and haters had they son say, look, daddy, if your son 21, 20, 22, and he's interested in this kind of technology and shit, y'all will be proud as hell of your boy. That's how come I know it's a lot of hating, because a lot of these black folks, they probably look at their kids and they say, damn, you know, I wish my boy was on this shit Julian was on, but he trying to motherfucking, you know, get on, you know,
that's
whatever
real
shit
game,
he
though.
on.
That's real
and
game.
Niggas might hate on it, yeah.
That's real game, though. That's real game. Said what he just said is real, because when we was 18 or when we was 22, I'm 40 now, you know what I mean? So when we out there doing unproductive things. You feel me? So now that I got a 22-year-old, I got daughters. So they ain't doing what Julian doing. You feel what I'm saying? Or Julian doing. So it's like, yeah, I look at it like, damn, this guy, he 22. My daughters, they 22. Like, why the fuck they ain't doing it? You know what I mean? But I was never on that mindset to even get my daughters to that level. You feel me? But whatever he on right now is surpassed everything that I ever been on. So I can't hate on that, man.
I
Yeah.
won't put myself down like that. But check this out though. What's the name?
But no, it's just being real because the average parent ain't raising no goddamn young folks that's interested in fucking. Like, come on, the average young folks don't go into tech. Come on now, bro. They use tech. You know what I'm saying?
Anybody could do that. He just burning plastic, putting
See,
that
like,
shit, making that shit into oil, bro. That
But
shit
that's
ain't.
you
what I'm
can't do
saying.
it.
So why ain't
Go do
everybody
it then.
doing
Go
it?
do it.
Why ain't
Yeah, you
everybody
Go
doing
do
it?
it, bro. Drop the
Everybody
game,
can't
And
go
do
and
it.
my
go do it
whole
right
thing,
now.
you know, and you know what? That's another
This
thing. This is a whole nother conversation. Let me mute y'all real quick. We gotta go down this path. When niggas ain't doing shit, and one nigga get busy doing something, and everybody in the hood say anybody can do that. Who grew up in the hood? That's the crab in the bucket mentality right there. We gotta address that right there because if anybody can do it, then why anybody didn't fucking do it? Just like some nigga in the hood see that everybody house got grass growing up everywhere, and he say, I'm gonna start a landscaping company. And now he getting the bag, people giving him props like, look at that young man and what he doing. And guess what everybody else say? Well, anybody can do that. But y'all didn't do it
No,
though.
I ain't mean it like that. I ain't mean it like that. I'm saying like they
Well,
been
it don't
doing that
matter
shit.
how you mean it is out.
They
I'm a, you
been
know, I don't
doing that
know.
shit.
It doesn't matter. See, ain't no way you can say that and mean it any kind of way than what it is, bro.
Hey, that's hating shit right there, man.
And you know,
Look,
the only reason why
I
I
ain't
clicked
hating no shit,
the
nigga.
only
I ain't
reason
gonna
why I
hate on
clicked
shit.
the
that
only
is
reason
hating.
why I clicked the link was because I heard y'all saying something like he unsafe or something like that. Like it's mad jobs that's unsafe. You can go to McDonald's and be unsafe, but you know what I mean. What he doing? He done already done got burnt up. That man done got blew up doing it. So anything could be unsafe.
I
But the thing
respect it. I
is,
respect it though.
yeah, you got the
But
respect. That's it.
that's
That's
a
what I was
but
gonna
hold
say.
on real quick. That's a part of what I was talking about though. You that type of shit, you know, is that come with the job. But if he would have had on even if he would have even had on some makeshift of what the proper shit was, it
Come on,
would
man.
have helped. With hold on, it don't listen to what I'm
Y'all
saying.
don't give a fuck
Like,
about that.
yeah, y'all don't. You saying, hold
He be
on, real
saying that
quick.
nigga be
Go to
You
saying
work
saying,
on
anything.
construction sites and
No,
getting
let it
fucked
go.
up. Yeah, niggas on
Let him
construction
land. Let
sites
him
every
land.
day
Let him
getting fucked up.
That
land.
nigga
Y'all
OSHA.
keep
Bobby be
saying the
saying
nigga don't
Look
give
at
a
It's
anything.
fuck.
OSHA.
strange. These niggas don't give a shit about nothing,
Y'all
but they
keep
care to
saying the
Nah, they
say
nigga
don't
don't.
care
weird
about that
ass
Y'all
shit.
don't
nigga's
want a
thing.
motherfucker don't. Y'all
No,
just don't
let it
want nobody
go.
to get their point out though.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, it ain't about if a nigga don't give a fuck or not. It's about yeah, a motherfucker do give a fuck because
But
I
you
don't
ain't
think for
OSHA.
one I don't think he's scamming. For one, I don't think he's scamming.
We
For
don't
two,
know that, bro. We don't
hold
know what
on,
that brother
wait,
doing.
that's your but
So
that's
then you
your
can't.
hold on
So if
real
you don't
quick.
know it, you can't say he is.
I never said he
No,
was.
I was
That
talking
one
to the
never
other
my
brother. Bobby always said he don't think he's scamming. Just to
yeah,
be
I don't
clear.
think
Yeah.
he's scamming. I don't think he's scamming. I want him to get the shit done. I don't want him to blow himself up and fuck himself up before he reach the finish line though.
He
So
already
it's like
did
with
that.
anything. Hold
Hey,
He,
look,
so, he done
He's
made that
still
like
he's
mistake.
still
you
He
making
alive
already
and
my
got it
well.
Hey,
done.
you
he
making
got
my
He's
some
I
still.
know
weird
he's
man.
still
He got some
I
weird
know
mannerisms. You can tell
I,
he ain't go
I
outside
know
enough.
hold on real quick and
all
since
right, yeah.
then and since
Listen,
he
bro.
did hold on and real quick and since he did that go back to my point. He said, you know what? I'm finna take a little bit of that advice and get some of the, you know what I'm saying? Even if I gotta make some of the shit up, you know, with the mask and all that shit, I'm finna put some of this shit on because y'all right. I can't be out here and then if some shit go left, I ain't got on the prop. I'm out here in flip flops and shit doing this shit. I could at least throw on some steel toes. Like, you know, shit like that. I understand you doing it in your backyard, but you feel what I'm saying?
Look
Like,
at them
you
cheap
know,
ass gloves he got
Now
on.
watch this,
it don't
right?
Them
matter if
gloves
they
is
cheap
cheap as
gloves.
hell.
I'm saying it don't. That's the point
He
that I'm
need to
making.
go.
It don't
That's what
matter
I'm
if they
saying.
cheap. At least
He's
he got
scamming.
something on before he was just doing that shit with like his
Well,
bare
look,
hand.
and guess
Yeah.
what I gotta say,
Come on,
bro?
cuz.
I gotta say, bro, I gotta even give him more props for that. Cause that little nigga said, I don't got the equipment, but I ain't letting that shit stop me. I'm very
Nigga, you wouldn't
passionate
let your
about this
son go
shit.
out there and do
Guess
that
what?
shit,
Let me
Sanchez.
tell you
Stop it,
something,
boy.
bro. Let me holler at you, bro. Let me holler at you. We did more dangerous shit than that when we was little. Let me tell you,
Come
when
on,
we
bro.
was little, bro, when we was little, we used to play with acid and shit. I'm talking about real acid that if you pour it on some shit, it'll
Where you were
burn
playing with
clean
acid
fucking
at,
through it.
nigga?
Hell yeah, nigga,
What?
listen, my granddaddy owned warehouses. My granddaddy is known in Bama for built. My granddaddy probably built a motherfucker house who listen to this stream now if they live in Bessemer. That's what I'm telling you. Bro, we used to play in all kind of shit, poison ivy. We used to catch poisonous insects. Nigga, we got in trouble. We sprung our ankles. We burnt shit that shouldn't have been burnt. We did a lot of dangerous shit, bro. We threw rocks off the viaduct at trains that's coming. We had the police chasing us, and we would shoot BB guns at the police, and they can shoot real guns at you. So we put ourselves in harm so much as just for dumb shit. And all this man doing, let me show y'all what he doing. Let me hit play on this. Watch this. He's literally got a little incinerator and he's fucking burning trash in it, bro. And they acting like this nigga is the fuck. Elon literally killing people in Memphis with that data center. Look at what this nigga doing. And they talk, bro, he ain't doing nothing more dangerous than what I did coming up as a little boy. In fact, we did shit that could have got us killed because we would literally pick a house, bust your window, and take off running. You bust your damn front room window. Shit
Hey,
like that.
Hey,
we used
Imagine
to
even
put
all
the
hold
the
on
old
real
we
people,
used
quick,
to
but
put
real
look,
quick,
imagine
cause
all the
look, we
old
used to
people in
bro,
put
the
the
what's up?
area.
M80s.
They
Hold
got
We
on
used to
real
to
put the
quick.
inhale that shit.
M80s. We used to put the M80s in the payphone, blow the chains out. You feel me? Blow
Yeah,
your whole
Yeah.
fucking face
yeah, but
out, man.
We
real
did
quick though.
dangerous shit. This don't
Yeah, but
compare to the shit. Matter of fact, if you join a gang in LA, you doing way more dangerous shit as a young man than what he's doing right here.
Oh
Shit.
man,
yeah, I agree with you, but still, hey, but still to your point though, bro.
That don't make it no better though. I ain't
Somebody
gonna
still
lie.
gave you the game on it, whether if you took it or
But
not,
look
on
at him. He
how you
got
can move.
gloves on. He's protected. He's
Hold on,
strict. See, my
I'm saying now he doing that, but that go
Nigga
back to
burning
that's my
trash.
point, Sanchez. Even in that example you gave, somebody still gave you the game on how you should move if you gonna move like that or do things properly. Whether you took the advice or not, that's on you. But you can probably pinpoint through your life where it was people that gave you certain advice that that if you took it at the time, it might have you might have got a different outcome. And I'm
yeah, you
glad to
right.
see that he
yeah.
and I'm glad to see that he doing it like this now. You know what I'm saying? At least he being precautious with his life and the shit and understanding that you are breathing in certain type of fumes. You know what I'm saying? We can't just be, you know what I mean? We just can't be
But my
gung ho
whole
like this nigga ain't.
my
I
whole
got you.
thing is this right here, bro. If you work at McDonald's, you breathing in toxic shit every day at that fast food restaurant. These are facts. If you work at a construction company where you got to demolish old apartments and shit, oh, you breathing all kind of shit. And that company, listen, and the insurance policy that your company got ain't worth shit neither. Now, guess what? We're talking about a dude. Look at what I'm showing y'all what he doing. And we tripping like that, bro. Come on, man. That's all I'm saying. This is less than popping fireworks on the 4th. Cause on the 4th, we be popping so much shit, the whole block be smoked out. You
Hey,
can't
hey,
breathe.
Sanchez, hey,
Hey, I still
let me add on
Yeah,
one
bottle
thing.
rockets
On the
everywhere, burning
construction
roofs
site,
and shit.
on
hey,
the
I want to
construction sites, niggas be drilling through concrete. When you drilling through concrete, you supposed to have a face mask on. A lot of black guys, my little young niggas out there, they ain't got no face mask, you know what I mean, whatever. And concrete, if that shit get in your lung, you know what I mean, that turn to concrete in the lung. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That little dust that come out, you know what I mean? So
I
even on
want
the
to
like you said, bro, like it's a lot of niggas out here OSHA would shut these sites down, man. So what
You
this guy's
took,
doing, man, we got to stay on this man's side, bro. For
yeah,
real.
but I'm just
We
saying,
gotta
well, I'm
find a
just
better
saying,
way to do
let
this
me
shit.
do one
Hey,
thing. Let me do one
we
thing. I
gotta
got
find a
y'all.
better way
I
to do
swear
this
I
shit.
got you. I swear I got you. Let me give a shout out to Seafood Stoner, and let me give a shout out to Nafisa Jackson. I want to say thank y'all for becoming members of the channel. Peace and love. Appreciate that.
Peace.
Hey, look, man. Let me get some
hey, bro, this is
pushback.
an argument to turn niggas into OSHA around this bitch.
Hey,
But it's a
man.
good conversation because
Man.
it lets black folks see that we kind of overreacting with this young man, and that's what I want niggas to see.
Man,
Yeah,
look,
that's
man. Look, man, this a pushback, man, because I still ain't land my last plane from the last episode. The
He
reason why.
said it's still hovering up there. Go ahead, land it, man.
Stay up here,
Yeah.
man. All right, check this out. Cause this also made my antennas go up. Okay, what we saying what Julian Brown is doing, it ain't it for us it's groundbreaking. You know what I'm saying? But we know that people have done it before. My whole thing was we had some groundbreaking shit about 4-5 years ago when that dude knew how to run a car strictly off of water. And so when he started surfacing and start letting people know, hey, I can run my car strictly off of
Okay,
water.
that ain't a good idea though. That's stupid. I'm gonna
I'm
tell
just
you
saying,
why, bro.
That's a
Listen,
great
listen.
idea.
Listen to me real quick though. I'm gonna debate you on this and give you some pushback. Water is a shortage right now, meaning that it's so many people in the world that ain't got clean water. And I'm gonna tell you right now, for you to fuel your car, you got to do it with clean water, as it'll clog up the system if it ain't sterile, clean water, first of all. Now, watch this. Don't you know how fucked up it'll be when there's countries out there that ain't got clean water for you to be fueling your car with the shit? Let me tell you something, bro. The reason plastic the gas is more smarter because we have a plastic problem. We got more plastic than water. So we got more plastic in our water that we drink. So what I'm saying is we don't have enough pure water drinking. See, drinking water is a scarcity, not because nature did it, because man did it. But think about this. For you to take water is like gold. For you to put that shit in your car is like saying, I'm going to fuel my goddamn car with a gold chain or with a bottle of Hennessy or with some very expensive. We look at water like some cheap shit that we can just throw away and flush the toilet and put it in your car, because we literally are mind fucked, boy. We got so much clean water that in America, we even flirt with the idea of fueling our car with the water. It's some countries out there that'll listen to that and shake their head and say them motherfuckers is just too rich. They drinking dirty water and you talking about putting clean water in your fucking car.
Sanchez, you would go 21 days without food, bro. You're going to go 3 days without water.
Hold on, man. Hold on, man. Because how we so astounded by some shit that's been done before with plastic.
It ain't that I'm not astounded because it's been
the whole
done
point,
before.
dog.
I'm astounded. Listen, bro, it ain't astounded. Listen, no. You ain't gonna paint your own narrative. You ain't gonna keep putting motherfucking misrepresentations out. Here's what we doing. We're proud of a young man for doing some positive and being going down the right direction. And anything else you say other than that, bro, we ain't doing that, man. Y'all trying to make this shit something else. Go ahead, bro. No.
I was just landing my plane, brother Sanchez. That's it, bro.
No, you go ahead. You can do it. Go ahead. Take your time, but you trying to misrepresent us, bro. Go ahead.
He tried it.
Well, I'm not. Listen, because we were just talking about Moses West. If we got Moses West, man, and we can easily get. That's what I'm saying. It's easier to get clean water than to be burning all this fuel when you dealing with a black man named. If y'all don't know about Moses West, I talked to the man personally. Go look him up, bro. I ain't just talking, man.
You ain't hear what he just said. He said if you gonna put clean water in your car instead of in your body,
Oh,
That's
listen, bro. Listen. I said Moses West. That should have cleared up all your little conclusions in your head if you know who I'm talking about.
But
But you
guess
don't know who
what?
I'm
But
talking
let me tell you why you sound
about.
crazy. I'm gonna tell you why you sound crazy. Moses West created his water machine to solve the problems that I just told you. People in countries that can't get good drinking water. If Moses West create that machine and sell that technology to Shell, BP, to fuel cars for water, that'll really be sellout shit. When people is really thirsty and we can be fueling our cars with other shit than clean water. I'm telling you, as humans, the idea of you fueling cars with clean drinking water and you think that you smart and technological, that's stupid than a motherfucker to me when water is a scarcity.
Ding, ding, ding.
You gonna
what
take clean water and put that shit in a tank? Boy,
right.
we really cook. Well, we treat
Hey, bro,
water
that's one
like
of them
it's
boys.
not
That's one of them boys
precious.
that's going into. He
Hold on.
gonna volunteer to go inside the computer, bro. That's where he gonna be living in a few years, bro. They ain't
Hold
gonna need no
on,
food or nothing over there. Where he gonna?
hold on, cuz. So this is my thing, bro. When we talking about Moses West, cause he done broke this shit down how the machine actually works. What all it does is pull the air from the atmosphere, bro, and make clean water. Like
And
what
if
we
you
talking about?
and guess what?
Hey, bro, it's
You would
reverse
have to,
osmosis.
bro.
We understand the machine.
You would have to engineer that machine on a megalithic scale to turn it into a new fuel industry to where cars running. Because again, you're gonna need clean water, and now we got tanks pumping clean water. Here's the thing, bro. When the water that you using to fuel your car is more cleaner than the tap water coming out your sink. Because check this out. What you got to realize about fueling a car with water, the water has to be, it can't be any, you just can't put, you know what'll be dope? It'll be dope if we can fuel cars with wastewater. Because now we can solve a waste problem with a fuel problem. The future is going to be turning waste into fuel. So when a person say, let's turn plastic to gasoline, they turning a problem into something we need anyway. So one problem we got on Earth is that we don't have enough clean water. So you're not really solving a problem using water to fuel a fucking car. You creating another problem. You worsening a problem. And you just don't understand why that technology ain't took off yet. There are so many companies invested into turning plastic to fuel because it's solving a problem. It ain't just about the fuel itself.
But see, when you talk about these companies, right? When you talk about these companies, for one, this the critical part right here. For one, before we talk about these companies, don't none of y'all know this man invention who built the car that can run off water. Y'all don't know nothing about it. So y'all, you already
We
you
do
already
know some of you assuming that. And if we don't know nothing about it, you sure ain't saying nothing about it. You ain't really saying nothing to really rebuttal what I'm saying other than assuming what we know and don't know. So because of that, I'm going to play the video and watch the brother do more than just talk. Let's watch a brother that's doing some goddamn research in here. Let's go to this, man. Cause this what they all scared of, y'all. This right here, look.
I appreciate you guys. I'm thankful for you guys.
I am about to do the first ever measured and scientific run of my plastic to fuel reactor here. In this bucket, I have HDPE, high density polyethylene, only HDPE. I'm gonna cut this up, put in a weight and measure amount inside the machine. We're gonna get the oils out, we're gonna refine the oils, and we're gonna send those oils off to a lab for analysis. Unfortunately, my plastic shredder is broken, so I'm gonna have to cut all of these by hand. I got a long day ahead.
Y'all see the kind of brother we dealing with. This is a young 22-year-old brother. I know niggas like him. They got a knack for tinkering. They got they take shit apart. They tinker with shit. How many of y'all know niggas like that coming up? He's all this nigga is, he builds a lot of shit in the backyard And I think with the right support system behind this young brother, he gonna be the next big inventor in the world. And I think that we the only people that tear down our fucking genius, bro, and big up the bullshit though.
I want to know if these guys up here against him, like, are y'all against that, man?
Look, man, ain't nobody against the man, bro. What I'm saying is, bro, it ain't no way when we know these companies can solve the problems. So when we talking about them promoting people or hiring people, bro, come on, bro. They know they can solve 90% of the world problems and they choose not to. This is something that we ain't got to debate about,
Well,
though.
but you talking about them solving problems versus us solving our problems and supporting our own, like Julian Brown.
I've been here for 40 something years. I've been here for 40 something years. They ain't made nothing like no plastoline, bro.
Man,
You see?
bro, you crazy. These folks who these little milf heads, man, come on. If you from Alabama like me, bro, you know this. Come
Nah,
on, man. Bro, this y'all first time ever hearing something. That y'all, it's probably the first time a black man, but y'all ain't never heard of
I'm talking about the oil companies now. They ain't produce nothing in our gas stations that's gonna make our shit more fuel economy. You know what I mean?
Listen what I'm telling you. Listen what I'm telling you. You gotta be a fool. You gotta be a fool if you think they haven't already ran across it. The thing is about getting more money, bro. Why we debate old shit? We know this though. This what we
It's
know.
about more money, but let that man get his money. Why they cutting his money off?
Yeah.
Bro, you know the company. Don't we know this about the companies that they run across talent that can solve their problems? But if it's gonna shorten their money, they are not going to take it up. They're not gonna take a
Listen though, why do we always gotta consider what the hell? It's like a defeated mentality to where, listen, Sanchez, it's like this. Like if I say, look, man, I want to create a restaurant and I'm gonna make, French fries and burgers. And a nigga tell me, but McDonald's already doing that, man. McDonald's already killing that. You ain't gonna be able to ever be big as McDonald's or Burger King. So why do that? And it's like, bro, I don't never gotta get big as them, but I can still build a little business and still go into that field and carve my little path in it and have my little brand in it. Like that's crazy how we think. Like that's y'all mentality.
But see, you got our people against our own people that's gonna keep saying shit on the internet publicly, and that's why these big companies know that we're against each other, and that's why they not gonna let a little small fry goddamn get out there like that. You know what I mean?
Bro, that shit ain't got shit to do with me. I wasn't saying shit.
Stop talking against that man. That's what all I'm saying. Like, don't say shit against him. Only support him. Only say he's doing a great job. That's all you got to say.
Listen, bro.
That's all our young people need, mathematics support when they in the right direction. See, the young ones we need to say something to, they don't say none of them, mathematics.
Don't say shit, man. They talk about he needs some gloves on. He need this. That man done blew himself up. He was in the house. He done already damn near killed himself trying to do this, bro. You know what I mean? Y'all need to get that man a little bit of goddamn claps, man, or something. Just something. Don't say shit.
Damn, so you want him to kill himself to get the shit before he get
Oh, bro, come on now.
He done already.
You nigga crazy. He already blew himself up. Nigga
Yo,
gonna be out there with half a leg trying to make plastic
let me tell you
for
something.
niggas. Y'all crazy.
Damn near every scientist that wakes up every day and go into a laboratory and do what? Experiment. Experiment is like if I'm painting, I'm Bob Ross, right? Every painter gonna ball up a painting or make a mistake and have to ball up at some point. It ain't no different in a laboratory. Every scientist gonna do something and learn something and say, boy, that shouldn't have went that way. I'll give you a perfect example, right? It ain't just gotta be a laboratory. It can be a kitchen. When I was a little boy, and I remember I was young as hell, I wanted some sausage. I went in the kitchen, I put hella butter in the skillet, because you put butter in the skillet for everything. And I put that damn sausage in that butter, and that shit popped up because sausage, you know, it creates its own grease or some effect, but it make that shit pop up. That shit burnt the hell out my face. But I learned that's like trial and error. Then somebody told me, bro, you don't cook sausage with butter. But what I'm saying is, yes, it could have been. I could have burnt the house down. But coulda, shoulda, woulda. That's part of life. Boys fall off bikes. You fucking get your ass up, keep paddling. Even if you play football in America, you might fuck around. Yeah, right.
You don't make that mistake too many more times. You see what I'm saying? You might make it twice, but you ain't gonna make it 3 or 4, 5 times. You gonna make sure you live. And that's what this guy doing, man. Like he making sure he say he gonna do this until he get it done, bro. Like he not stopping. You know, so he got the heart for it, man. He's brave to even do it. Ain't none of us out there in our backyard doing nothing. You feel me? So I give that man a round of applause, man. I hope the chat give him a round of applause, man. Like that man doing a lot.
A nigga doing something, bro. Like a nigga positive about shit. You acting like a nigga out this bitch robbing people and killing people, bro. Like, bro, I ain't knocking him down, bro. But that don't mean, bro, I ain't doing nothing productive and positive in my life, bro. Like you know what I'm saying, bro? Like you can't.
I clap it up for you too. I clap it up for you for whatever
hell
you.
Yeah, for sure.
Bro, clap it up. You know what I mean? Clap it up, man. I applaud you. Whatever you ain't said what you doing, but whatever you doing, you up here.
Nigga, I got 2 free energy generators in the backyard. Nigga, I done took apart an alternator and hooked that shit up to some car batteries. Nigga, I got shit cracking around here.
Yeah, but this podcast is about Julian and what he doing right now. So let's you know what I mean, get on his side and
no,
big.
But salute to the brother. No, salute to Julian though. Ain't no shame on it. No, I'm just saying when he burnt himself up, the nigga had on flip-flops or something, man. I'm saying, goddamn, y'all making it like I'm asking the nigga to go out there and put on a hazmat suit. I'm saying like regular shit. Nigga.
Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something, right? I was watching a video of these Africans, and the people in the video was like, Africans are still inventors, engineers, all that, because these Africans had built a gym, a fitness gym out of old car parts and all that, and it looked dangerous because they had all of these old like car, what did you call them, like carburetors on a pole. That was their bench press type shit, but it was dangerous. Like shit wasn't really bolted down. Shit was loose, and they was in shape though. They was using it, and by safety standards in America, they would have shut that shit down. But people in the comment section was like, I admire that, man. Salutes to these brothers using what they got to build. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so we get it, bro, that, okay, he was doing this shit in flip-flops. But I seen motherfuckers in Africa cook up whole meals barefoot right next to the fire and the grease and the oil. If that shit fall out, your feet gone. But they doing it, right? I get it. I can tell them like, look, bro, you just, prepare that fish on the river bank. If you couldn't
afford the flip-flops is one thing.
Listen, no, it ain't about afford. Listen to me. Listen, you gotta hear my point, Bobby. I ain't making an argument of affording. I'm making an argument of people ain't really concerned with safety because they doing low scale shit. Like, for example, if a kid go outside and pop some skyrockets barefoot, we might not trip like that, but somebody will tell them, look, man, you out here popping fireworks, put some shoes on. You doing something like popping fireworks. That's explosive. So I'm trying to compare like that. But it ain't no biggie. You just put the shoes on and let's go. Okay, the brother put gloves on and niggas still. We would never keep talking about that kid that came outside barefoot with the fireworks. He put the shoes on. Now we forgot about it. I think it's a different motive with this dude. We just picking on her with every little thing, in my opinion.
Yeah. It's just like this water I'm drinking, this little thin plastic. This is the shit he gonna burn. Like, but if I let this water get hot, real hot, the plastic gonna melt into the water, and then I'm gonna drink it. You feel me? So that's why people be drinking water out of glasses. You see what I'm saying? Like everything is unsafe. So it ain't about shit being safe. Bro just said about the Africans. They got Africans over there working auto mechanics. They ain't even got the right tools. They twisting shit off and shit with shit they find in the jungle and shit or whatever they doing. You know what I mean? Like
all I'm gonna say is this: I
America,
commend the young brother. Like I said, shit, I want to see him get that shit done. You know what I mean? That was
we
my
need
only. That was
man
my
though.
only critique of it. You know what I mean? I'm glad to see he cleaned it up.
He
But
should
more
not.
than that, though, that Trap Lord Ross shit, and then there's a couple other you know what I'm saying, like kind of white British bloggers and YouTubers that I seen be very critical of him. You know what I mean? A couple so-called scientists or you know whatever. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? That's
that, bro.
if you going off of just what they saying, then you a goofy. You know what I mean? He ain't never really said that he doing nothing uh quote unquote different or invented nothing. You know what I mean? He just trying to basically clean up waste and you know create a different avenue for fuel or whatever. So salute to him. I
What
hope he get
makes
that shit done.
let me give y'all some too. What make Julian Brown who he is? It ain't that he's doing anything new technological wise. It's that he's making us look at the technology differently than we've ever looked at it. Because let me give you an example. We've always known that we can turn plastic to fuel, but we never really took it seriously because it ain't lucrative. It don't make a lot of money to do so, you know. But what Julian started basing his shit saying, like, listen, fuck the money, is more so of tackling the waste issue, even if we lose a little bit of money, because it's several products on the market like that. It's several products that economically, from a capitalistic only standpoint, the product don't make no sense. But it's a green product and you purchase it because you feel like I'm helping the environment. It's so many products like it's vegan shoes, right? From a capitalistic standpoint, it may cost you more to make the vegan shoe, but why would you still make it? Cause you saying, well, I recycled some products and it ain't really about the money. My company is about helping to clean up the environment. It's several companies like that. And they got sponsors, they're in business, and they got a following because the people that buy their products feel like, hey, I'm helping to clean up the environment. So they can compensate for them, you know, it costing them more to go to a harder route, a more environmental friendly route. They can actually charge a bit more or a bit less based upon them using cheaper products for the environment. You see what I'm saying? Unmute your mic, mathematics. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, my fault. Hey, who said he was scamming though? That I seen the topic. Like, who said he was scamming though? I ain't see that.
What's good, Charlie? Big Dog Philly, what's good? No, I was looking for the same thing. That's what the whole show was about. But what happens is this, right? It always goes from he's scamming to, well, I think he's scamming to, well, I have my suspicions about him to, you know what? I'm concerned for his safety. He ain't using the right equipment.
Okay. Hey, did you see when he did the little show? He started like the car. I can't remember, but he did that. I ain't from Atlanta, but I live in Atlanta. But he started the car, the Hellcat or something. You know what I'm saying? He had a whole little event over there. It was thousands of people out there, bro. It was like 1,000 people out there. You know, he started up the Hellcat, you know what I mean, with the plastiline. He did a whole little presentation out there, bro. I wasn't there for it, but I heard about it. I was out there when he did it. Like,
This shit, yeah.
I'm like, what? Like he's starring goddamn Hellcats with this shit, man. Like, come on, man. He finna make it start some diesel trucks in a minute. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy, bro? We come from an era where niggas used to brag about having women butt naked cooking coke for them. And now they worried about this young man having shoes on to burn plastic cups in the backyard.
I tell you,
Yeah, the world is cooked.
it's soft, man. It's not that hardcore where we come from, bro. Like niggas done got soft. I don't know I don't know what it is, man. You got to let these young guys grow up, let them be tough, let them blow themselves up. This man, like I keep saying, man, this man done blew himself up, bro. That's the most shit about. You know, he had went away for a minute. Niggas thought he was in high, and that nigga was hurt. Nigga, come on, man. And then had to lay it down for a minute and then come back. So I'm just proud of.
It happened in sports all the time.
Come on,
Niggas
man. I'm
get
just proud.
injured.
Yeah, I'm proud he ain't quit. You know, I'm proud that he keep going, man. Like, come on, man. And like you said, in sports, they done changed up the whole sport league. Like, I don't even watch sports no more because you can't even touch the quarterback no more, nigga. Like, come on, man.
My thing, bro, to be on some real, on some real black shit, bro. I'm real deal surprised that man still living, dog. It's like nobody else
Here
ain't
we go again.
dog. That shit crazy to me. That shit crazy to me, bro. He's living though. And he doing shit like this as a young black man.
Yeah, he's burning plastic cups in the backyard, and they ain't killed him yet for it, brother.
Hey, that shit crazy to me. I don't know what era y'all come from, but that's crazy to me. That's crazy to me, bro.
It ain't that crazy, brother. Because guess what? Let me tell you why they know it ain't crazy. They ain't got to worry about killing him when most his people gonna call him a scammer, man. Come on.
You right on that part, but that show how it started. They start slandering, you know what I'm saying? And then boom, it happened.
And the young brother never get past the slander, because when you young and you need the support of your community, and that's when they slandering you, that's it for you right there. So they ain't gonna have to kill him, trust me.
Not all the time, because that sometimes that be the first thing.
And I don't want to just gauge it by that, to say, okay, if they didn't kill you yet, you ain't real. And the moment they kill you, you must be fucking real. Like, damn, a nigga gotta be dead. That's like some street shit. You ain't been shot before, nigga? Well, you ain't a real one. Like, no, I don't want to do that either, you know?
It's damn near like some street shit, though. It ain't like it ain't far from it. You know what I'm saying?
No, bro, I think we getting crazy with it. Let's play the video real quick, bro. Hold on.
Ahead of me, but it's worth it for science, right?
That looked like a Milo's container. And if you got a Milo's in your shit, you somewhere in the southeast. So every time I go back home, I gotta get me some Milo's, nigga. Yeah. Everybody goes to Milo. Everybody. If you know, you know.
Out to about 4.8 pounds, so just under 5 pounds of HDPE hand cut. And now in this container, I wanted to do a fourth of the amount of plastic to carbon. So, like I said, 4.8 pounds, we got 1.2 pounds of carbon, so exactly a fourth of the carbon.
Let's get this plastic loaded in there.
They want to see him start the car. They want to play the car video. That's what they saying. Play the video. Yeah. We saw the video of him cranking the car. We can go to that one. I'll go to it. Yeah, we saw it. We can play it again. But that's what I was saying, like. We can just fast forward it.
You know, the bike not being tuned to 110, and if I put gas that's not as good as, you know, 97, 91 in there, the bike.
Let me. I can go to his shorts, and that'll probably be a quicker way to do this.
This is plastoline. This is plastiddiesel. Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Are you ready to see history? The world's first Cummins diesel engine to run off of plastiddiesel. Plastic waste today, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the NSU Broward Center of Innovation. I'll see you guys there, and I want to give a special thank you to Dr. Blazette for organizing everything. Gallon does it take to take plastic waste and turn it into a gallon of my plastoline, a gasoline alternative made from plastic waste? Well, let me tell you what it's going to be. $0 per gallon. How? Because starting next month, I'm going to begin the journey of running this complete machine completely off of solar. I will take the sunlight and harness the rays of the sun at a cost of $0 per kilowatt.
Oh, he just killed all the haters right there. I'm glad I played this one. Listen, anybody talking about efficiency now, you can't even say that now. Because if he go to running this machine off pure solar energy, how much did it cost to produce the plastoline? Because the whole thing is this would change the game. I don't know to what degree, but to a lot, I'm thinking. This is dope, man.
To operate the world's first ever handmade continuous microwave pyrolysis reactor to convert plastic waste. Take that plastic waste out the ocean, out the landfills, out the waste stream, and turn it into fuel.
Come on now. If you can't do nothing but say positive and support it, or just don't say nothing about it, you know what I'm saying? In my opinion, but because there's so many other real scammers out there, like DJ Envy scammed the people with the house, the real estate shit, and people were still defending that man. We don't know how to identify what's a scam or not for real. Because I can really stand behind this kid and I can just put my money on it that this shit ain't no scam. It's just a nigga asking for donations to do independent experiments. But I'm going to let the panel speak. And after this, I'm going to, if ain't anybody want to build on this video here, I played this for the brother in the chat room. That was a good one.
Hey, man. I hope he keep doing this thing, but see, I feel like that's what a gangster's supposed to stand up. This who y'all supposed to be protecting, bro. That's the only way that shit makes sense to me, man. Folk be running the streets and they be talking all this tough shit, but y'all be protecting shit that ain't gonna bring us nothing, bro. Hopefully this brings us something. That's why I was referring to the gas prices dropping and all that. But at least protect something that's gonna do something for us, bro. Otherwise, it don't make sense. But that's all, hey, bro. That's all I gotta say.
Hey, always good to have your global status. We always have a good spar, good beer, intellectual meetings, and none but fire topics, man. But I hope this die down. I ain't gonna lie, but I think that it's kind of like a distraction for people looking at his work. Because a lot of people gonna get introduced through the whole big channels that's going with the viral scam allegations. But nothing they showing can say it's a scam. Like when you look up what a scam is, but hopefully I can debate some of these guys in the future on their platforms. You know, I'm willing for the smoke. These big channels, because it's a lot of them. Science channels. You're right. They making videos. I'm gonna probably react to some of them too. So be on the lookout for that, and we can see if they making any valid arguments about the brother, so we can hear both sides. But yeah, salutes, man. I gotta get out of here, y'all. Peace and love, y'all, brothers. Be safe, man. It's always a pleasure. We up out of here, man. Peace, y'all.
Copy that. Appreciate it, Sanchez. Always a great honor. Good shit every time.
Hell yeah. Much love.